Gaming Bolt presents 15 weird things sold as DLC in video games. Depending on your perspective, downloadable content, or DLC, is either good in this age of increasing development costs or downright exploitative of consumers as a whole. Either way you look at it, developers have created some outright weird content, which gamers have actually purchased. Let's take a look at 15 weird things sold as DLC in video games. Arma 3 Karts. Originally sold as an April Fool's joke, Arma 3's Karts eventually became full-fledged DLC. Not only are there pre-built races for competing against friends, but you can even build your own and play time trials. Sure, it's weird to see a tactical shooter serve as the base for a go-kart racer, but Arma 3 did help in creating DayZ as well. World of Guns Gun Disassembly Skeleton. We can very much assure you that World of Guns Gun Disassembly is indeed a real game about taking guns apart and reassembling them. It's an intriguing free-to-play puzzle title with multiple DLC for different guns from various eras and countries. So, why not allow players to take apart skeletons with the same level of meticulous attention? With this World of Guns DLC, you too can discover how to reassemble a human skeleton. Star Citizen Fish. As ridiculous as it can be to pay exorbitant prices for ships in Star Citizen, it's all the more bizarre that fish can be purchased. Yes, fish, for decorating your fish tank. Mass Effect was nice enough to let you buy the fish with in-game credits. What does Star Citizen's real cash buy you? Well, detailed histories for each fish, of course. Truly money weirdly spent. WWE 2K16 Terminator DLC. Alright, picture this. A commercial where Arnold Schwarzenegger reprises his role as the T-800, entering a bar full of WWE superstars and recreating that iconic scene from Terminator 2 where he demands clothing. Well, that serves as promotion for the Terminator actually being a DLC character in WWE 2K16. It's like a weirdness that's greater than the sum of its individually weird parts. Saints Row 3 Genkibowl 7. What happens when Professor Genki and the Genki girls take over Steelport? Well, lots of murder, but Genkibowl 7 takes several of the familiar activities and, well, weirds them up even more. Have you ever wanted to fight mascots in jungles full of sharks? Crushing vehicles with a huge yarn ball? Don't forget play-by-play courtesy of Zach, Bobby, and Oliver. Oh, and also that murder. Assassin's Creed 3 Tyranny of King Washington. We could believe that Abraham Lincoln was secretly a vampire hunter, fighting to save the United States from bloodsuckers. But George Washington becoming the King of America after defeating the British, ruling with an iron fist, and Connor being the only one to stop him? Animal spirit powers are perhaps the least weird thing about all of this. Call of Duty Ghosts Snoop Dogg voice pack. Is it weird to have the Snoop DOGG commenting on your every action in Call of Duty deathmatches?
Rack up points by reaching the enemy portal, you dig?
Side note, is he still called Snoop Lion, or did that eventually grow old? Was there anyone who even enjoyed Call of Duty Ghosts enough to buy this voice pack? So many questions, but hey, if you want to spice up your Mountain Dew and Dorito-fueled session with even more dankness, then Snoop Dogg's voice is hardly the worst DLC out there. The Typing of the Dead Overkill Filth DLC. The Typing of the Dead is one of those underrated classics that thankfully received the Overkill treatment. Of course, it also received tons of DLC to change all of the words into other things. With the Filth DLC, everything essentially becomes insulting, suggestive, or a mix of both. If you've ever wanted to kill a zombie by typing spanks per minute, well, you have some strange power fantasies then. The Typing of the Dead Overkill Dancing with Dead DLC. But it gets weirder. The Dancing with the Dead DLC changes all of the words and phrases to famous lyrics, artists, and even instruments. There's something poetic about killing zombies with the words, "Dancing souls fade away," or "the most beautiful girl in the world." Regardless, it's plenty weird all around. PlayStation Home, The Beautiful Eye DLC. Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those eyes? off the PlayStation Home digital store apparently. The now deceased 3D social platform for the PS3 had some pretty freaky stuff going on, and acquiring new eyes is definitely near the top. And you wonder why PlayStation Home was shut down. Jersey Shore avatar items. It's bad enough that the Jersey Shore brought us some of the worst reality TV of all time. But purchasing the Situation's abs for your avatar? Snooki's hair? It's one thing for your avatar to look cool, but with the Jersey Shore themed items that cost money? On a scale of 1 to JWoww, we just can't right now. Ultra Street Fighter 4 Wild Costumes DLC. Fighting games have always had their share of weird DLC, particularly when it comes to alternate costumes, but Ultra Street Fighter 4's Wild Costumes takes the cake, eats it, and then dresses it up like a tiger. This costume DLC turns Juri into a fox girl, Sagat into a tiger, and E Honda into a turtle. They could be anthropomorphic or cosplaying. We're not sure, and we don't want to know the science involved in any case. Goat Simulator GoatZ. Did we say weird? Because GoatZ, like most things associated with Goat Simulator, is friggin' awesome. Not only does it have amazing features such as a pretty big map with some stuff on it, zombies that bug out, mandatory crafting system, and goats with unique powers, but it also skipped early access. Surely there's a joke about that which hasn't already been made. SOULCALIBER 4, Darth Vader and Yoda. Welcome back to the stage of history, which is apparently set in a galaxy far, far away. Darth Vader and Yoda were guest characters in SOULCALIBER 4, but it's even stranger when you consider that they had their own stories and endings. And yes, Darth Vader can potentially obtain Soul Edge and SOULCALIBER because reasons. Could guest characters get any weirder? Mortal Kombat X Combat Pack 2. Oh, right. Mortal Kombat has always been known for its kitschy characters and not so serious demeanor at times, but Mortal Kombat X took that to new heights of ridiculousness. The Xenomorph is the least of your worries, though frightening all the same when other icons like Leatherface, Predator, and Jason join the fray. And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at Gaming Bolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.